Rachel.
Hi, Rachel. I'm working 18 hours a day. Most nights I just sleep on the sofa in my office. But last night I wanted to go home, and so I left the hospital about 2 a.m. And I walked across the parking lot to my car. And I got in the car, and the next thing I know, a policeman is rapping on the window, saying, you know, let me see your license, let me see your registration. What are you doing here in the parking lot at 4:30 in the morning? And I was freezing cold. I just sort of felt numb, and I couldn't think, and I couldn't talk. And he, flashlight, you know, searching the car and looking at me, and then finally he noticed the sticker on my windshield. He said, "Are you a doctor at this hospital?" I said, "Yep. That's it. That's what I'm doing here." And I said, "Yeah, that I was a doctor at this hospital. I'd been working long hours, and I'd fallen asleep in the car." And he walked me back to the hospital and, you know, gave me a long lecture on the danger of parking lots and get some coffee and get some sleep. So I was sitting in my office this morning, and I was thinking a lot about the last time I passed out in a car. And I thought of this man here, Joseph, because I had 2 kids in the back. I wasn't driving. I just passed out, but the windows were rolled up, and the car was locked, and the kids were screaming, and it was sweltering hot, and the people who heard the kids couldn't wake me up, and the police woke me up that time, too. I turned myself into the hospital, and I told them that I had been stealing Demerol from my patients for about 2 years. And I had always been a big Scotch drinker. And the hospital put me in detox, and they put me in rehab, and they put me in a halfway house with other doctors like me. And then they took me back. They put me on probation, but they took me back to the hospital, and I worked. I stayed straight, stayed clean, I stayed sober, and I worked. Now, I was thinking that I lost my children, and I lost my husband, and I lost my home, but I've always had my work. It's never let me down. But this morning I was thinking about the similarity between what my life is now as a well-respected doctor and what my life was then. And it came sort of clear to me that I have isolated myself in this crowd of doctors and crowd of patients who were always needing me, that I've isolated myself the same way as I used to do when I was taking Demerol and Scotch. And then I thought to myself, you know, why would I do this? Why would I do this? And then I thought to myself, well, I think the reason is because I have not done the work of AA. I have not done the thing of looking at how I blew up my life. And I guess that's why I'm here, because I need help to get back to my sponsor, and I need help to get back home to my home group. And I need to do the real work, which I had never done. Thank you. That's my purse. Those are my cigarettes. Thank you. Thank you.